So, hey, it's no doubt that an opportunity was squandered when the Colorado Buffaloes rolled up into Kansas City, Kansas, Arrowhead Stadium to face the Kansas Jayhawks, who, man, it was like the Super Bowl for them. It was senior day. They brought their best game. They played their best game. They looked like a Power Four uh, finalists the way they played that game. They basically dominated the possession of the football. They ran the ball down the Colorado Buffalo's throat. And you got to understand, on senior day, it's the last game before their fans. This dude's been there. A lot of fifth-year seniors was playing for Kansas, and they were not to be denied that day. And even it was close at halftime, but the game really wasn't close from a spiritual, mental, metaphysical, and manifestation level. Kansas was determined to win that game, and consequently, they did win the game and knock the Colorado Buffaloes out of the Big 12 tournament. And then, ironically enough, the following week, they went back to their normal, usual, 6 loss status, and they laid an egg because they were so emotionally jacked up to play against the nation's most popular football team, and that is the Colorado Buffaloes. Even to this very moment, even though they won't be appearing in the college football playoff, they still are the most popular college football team in America. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are the talk of college football, even with a 9-win season and 3 losses. And I mean, if you compare the losses to last season's losses to this season's losses, man, I can't tell you which ones are more gut wrenching, because the loss against Nebraska in Lincoln, that was a wake up call. That's the only loss. That's, if there's a good loss, that's a good loss because it straightened them out mentally. And these teams that beat Colorado decisively, like Kansas did and Nebraska did, they go on to lay huge eggs afterwards, just to show you the star power and the way that Colorado has utilized the social media. They just are the most popular team and they're the Cowboys. They are the Muhammad Ali of college football. They're super popular. Love to hate them. Either you love them or you hate them. Whew, it's crazy, man, but you're going to watch. Whether you love him or you hate him, with Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Dallas Cowboys, Georgetown Hoyas, whatever community team or nation's darlings that you want to mention and talk about, man, the people who love to love, and the people who hate, love to hate. So anyway, um, unfortunately, we got to watch this college football playoff and just say, what if Colorado was there? But we are looking forward to a bowl game. People kept yelling Holiday Bowl, but man, it wouldn't be a holiday if you didn't see Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter suit up just one more time and do what they do. So Holiday Bowl, Liberty Bowl, or any of the bowls that's outside of the college football playoff, which, whatever bowl they get into, I agree with Coach Prime. Make it accessible to the fans, because the Buff Nation is a real thing right now. There's fans from coast to coast, but obviously we want to make it in a centrally located place, or not even central. We don't have to, be arrogant about it, but we want a bowl game where, it's a certain amount of Colorado Buffs in the audience, in the crowd, getting one more chance to get a signature from Travis Heisman Hunter. I mean, dude, his personality and his demeanor off the field. Now, if you want to talk about putting on a cape and turning into Superman, I've never seen an athlete transform the way Travis Hunter. You would not know it's the same person. He taunts the sidelines of the other team when he makes pass breakups and when he makes plays. He is out there for blood, and his personality off the field is nothing like that. But when he's on the field, his body language is like, I am taking over this entire stadium. I mean, he screams, "Give me the ball." You see, look how he jogs up and down, how he jogs up and down the opposing team's sideline, just taunting them. The coach, I mean, he's taunting the coach, he's taunting the players, he's taunting their fans. He's like, he's like, he is when he steps on that field, he is the epitome of alpha. And I just love it, man. And then just to see him go into his podcast and revert back to this goofy dude that's just like, it is what it is, and just his whole demeanor, just this what they call him, the threads, not Twitter, but Twitch. He turned into this Twitch dude, this straight gamer. I mean, it's like a backpack rapper, stepping into the trap and just destroying a gangster rapper. You know what I mean? Shoot, Travis Hunter is a backpack rapper. I got 5 on it, and I'm taking your 5, and I'm gonna take your 5 and put my 5 on it and take the whole thing to the head. I mean, he is just a fierce competitor. I can't wait to see him in the NFL. I hope he gains a few more pounds because they be throwing him around sometimes. It look like they be throwing his ass around. And but athletically, I'm pretty sure he'll find a way to compete with some of these larger receivers and some of these larger DBs that want to try to manhandle him, because I think he is really just about 175 pounds soaking wet. But talent-wise, he's oozing with talent. He's oozing with the ability to dominate games from both sides of the ball. Travis Hunter is a unicorn. He's the most unique player I've ever seen play football. And I've been watching football for a long time, but I really haven't been paying attention to the X's and O's the way I have, because Deion Sanders has brought a new element, a new concept, a new way of watching football, because he talks about the 3 phases and the 3 phases of the game, and how all of them have to, in order to win a game, dominate a game, special teams, offense and defense have to come together and perform at the same time. And so, and you got so many people analyzing football. So you start looking at D tackles and offensive tackles and nose guards and linebackers, and you just watching positions that, the interior of football that I never really watched before. But that's not only due to Coach Prime Sanders, but also Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, because they make you pay attention to what it is that they're actually doing out there on the field. Because they're not overly, I mean, Travis is an overly gifted athlete. He's a unicorn of an athlete. I mean, he's gifted with a large amount of physical ability. But when you take a look at Shedeur Sanders, I always said it, from the waist up, he really don't even look like a football player to me. But, obviously he's got that big base. But you just watch what he does and how he does it is more interesting than just tuning into watching him jump over somebody like Saquon Barkley or something like that. Shedeur is precision. It's all thought process. It's all timing and rhythm and ball placement. So these things have come into play with Deion Sanders being a college football executive, so coach, and let's just say promoter, because you see him everywhere. But anyway, man, I didn't want to go long. I just wanted to say some things about where we are in Buff Nation as supporters of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. And shout out to Rick George, who is instrumental in reaching out to Deion Sanders and making all this happen for us as Buff Nation. And shout out to Deion Sanders and his family. And we look forward to Juju Lewis, and we just hope that Deion shows the same kind of appreciation and attentiveness to a young quarterback who is not his bloodline, who is not his direct offspring. So, but he always says that all these kids are like sons to him. So Deion's going to get a chance to prove that going forward. He wants to prove that, because he's not going to the Dallas Cowboys. He will be in Boulder, Colorado next season. and I'm pretty sure he's trying to uh, take those flat irons and turn them upside down so he can reach his goal. And his goal is to win the college football playoff championship. And I don't think he'll stop until he does it. And at the pace that he's recruiting, it's very, very, very highly likely that it will happen. Yes, in our lifetime. So go ahead, Coach Prime. Go ahead, Coach Colorado Buffaloes. Stay up, stay humble, keep it on the one. And guess what? We got a bowl game in December, late December, and we gonna love it. Seeing Travis and Shador and all the cats, man. Jimmy and Tay and Will and uh, I mean, offensive line. I mean, got love for all them dudes, man. All them dudes, and all our 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. Everybody who I didn't mention, man. Buff Nation wouldn't be Buff Nation without you. So, man, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get that bowl game. That bowl, it's gonna give us 10 wins. Nobody's talking about that, but if we don't win that bowl game, we want to get 10 wins on the season. I mean, that's critical. That's crucial. We need 10 wins on the season. That's a successful season. When a team get double digits, when you start hitting double digits, you know what I mean? In wins as a football team, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, shout out to Colorado Buffaloes. Hey, man, shout out to this Big 12 championship game. What did Arizona State do? They came in the back door. Man, them boys, man, right here in the AZ, them boys, they showed up, man. That's Scatterboo. Scatterboo will be scatterbooing on Sundays, and that ain't no doubt. That fool is a dog. But listen, shout out to all these young brothers out here in the transfer portal and doing their thing, man. Shout out to the Buff Nation. We got one more bowl game. Support, support, support. And we'll see you at the podium after the press conference of Coach Prime's first. Matter of fact, he has not won a bowl game in his last 2 attempts. This is his 3rd attempt in college football to win a bowl game. He has not won a bowl game in his last 2 attempts. Let's just hope 3 times. His 3rd time will be a charm for the Colorado and the Colorado Buffaloes. I hope they work out and stay focused, man. Peace, 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 peace to the Middle East. Peace in the Middle East. Peace to the Buff Nation, man. We out. Rogers Media Mindset, we out. Rogers Media Mindset, we out.